Hey, third graders, welcome to our purpose for reading today. I can use context clues to help me determine the meaning of homophones. So, what are homophones? Well, homo means same and phone means sound. So, these words will have the same sound, they will sound the same. They will have different meaning and different spellings. For example, the word see and see, those are homophones. They look different, mean different, but sound the same. So we can use context clues to figure out a homophone's meaning. For example, if I like to swim in the sea, then that tells me that sea is the water. Or if I tell you I see dolphins, that tells you that I'm using my eyesight. So here's another example. This word in bold, that's a homophone. It sounds just like another word. You both need energy to run. So we are going to use our strategy of looking inside the word, looking outside the word, and then plugging in. When you look inside the word, I know that need can mean something to require something. Another meaning for need is to mix with your hands, like I need the dough. So if I look outside the word, I see energy to run. That's something that I require to run. So I can plug in require. You both require energy to run. We are going to come back to this workbook page and we're going to use context clues to help us determine the meaning of the homophones in bold. We're going to go in the text first to see how we use context clues to help us determine the meaning of homophones as we're reading. Yesterday during our Zoom session, we read this text, "Here Comes Solar Power." We're going to look at the words that are homophones, that sound the same, but look and mean something different. And we're going to use those context clues to determine the meaning of those words. So here's the example that we just had in our previous slide. You both need energy to run. Energy keeps things moving. So, need is a homophone. It sounds just like the need to knead a dough. So now use what you know to determine the meaning of need. Now we have another word highlighted in green, and let's read the context of the sentence. On a bright day, the sun's rays hit the solar panel and cause it to produce electricity. I know two words that sound just like this. The rays, like I raise up from my chair, and the rays as in from the sun. So if I look at my context clues, I see sun right next to rays. So what do you think rays means? Let's apply what we've just learned to our workbook page. Again, our purpose as readers today is I can use context clues. Context clues are the words in the sentence to help determine the meaning of homophones. And homophones, homo means same, phone means sound. So homophones sound the same, but they mean something different and they're spelled different. So we're going to read each sentence below. We're going to underline the context clues that help you understand the meaning of each homophone in bold. Then circle the letter of the correct definition of the homophone. Number 1, the introduction of the Model T helps to end the reign of the electric car. Okay, so I know that rain can mean water coming down from the sky. I'm not sure what this rain means, but I see introduction and end. So that tells me that there's a beginning and an end. So maybe it's some kind of time period. If there's a beginning and an end, something might have happened in that time and it was a powerful thing. Let's try and plug that in. The introduction of the Model T helped to end the powerful time of the electric car. That sounds right. It makes sense to me. So we looked inside, we looked outside, and then we just plugged in a word. Let's see if there's a multiple choice that matches. A period, a thing or person is dominant, or water falling from the clouds. Go ahead and choose your best definition. Let's check your thinking. A period, a thing or person is dominant. Number 2, we will raise up the flags to pledge allegiance. Okay, this raise also sounds like the sun's rays that we just read in the text. They're both spelled differently. They must have different meanings. So again, I'm going to look inside my word, and I just did thinking about raise. Now I'm going to look outside the word and underline those context clues. Up. So this must be the raise where I like stand up out of my chair, I lift something higher. Let's plug that in. We will lift up the flags to pledge allegiance. Or we will higher up the flags to pledge allegiance. All right, go ahead and pick your best choice. Is it A, to make it go up higher, or B, the light from the sun? Go ahead and check your thinking. This raise is to make it go up higher. Our last homophone, number 3. The belt is too tight around my waist. Well, I know waist could be like if you waste time, you don't do anything with it. Or the waist could be around your hips. So we just looked inside the word and thought about its meaning. Now we're going to look outside the word and underline those context clues. Belt. Well, now I know it's not the waste of time. Which choice is the best match? A, unwanted garbage, or B, the part of the body above the hips? Go ahead and check your thinking. Third graders, we just met our purpose today. I can use context clues to help determine the meaning of homophones. All right, make sure you're using that strategy to help you as a reader.